Does anybody know how much information the brain processes every single second? A lot, yeah, a bucket load for want of a better word. So it's 400 billion bits of information, billion with a B, every single second. Now, does anybody know how much conscious awareness we have of that information every single second? Less than 1%. So our conscious awareness is 2,000 bits every single second. And if you can imagine that, that could easily fit into your palm of your hand, or I normally have a tissue box. So the brain is processing 400 billion bits of information, but your conscious awareness is only 2,000 bits of information, which is this very small amount. If you imagine, we can just put it into this room, which is even less than what it is. Your awareness of what's happening around you and what's coming into your neurology every single second is this much out of the whole room. So there's a lot of information that you're missing. And that's how subliminal messaging works. While your conscious mind is distracted with something, your unconscious mind is getting all of this other information which influences your behaviour on a subconscious level. We're all aware that we have an unconscious mind. Is anybody not aware that you have an unconscious mind? So you've all heard of the analogy of the iceberg, 10% above the water and 90% below. It's even more than that. It's 2,000 bits of information above the water and 400 billion bits of information underneath. So if you want to change anything in your life, you have to change what's going on in the unconscious world, not in the conscious world. But you need to be able to synergize both of those things to be able to make those changes. You can't just say, I want to work on my unconscious mind and then sit back and eat a sandwich. You actually have to do work and use the conscious mind. We're all influencing each other every single moment of every day. The problem is that most of us don't know that that's what's happening. And rarely anybody knows how to do it on a conscious level. Does that make sense? So to give you an example of that, try not to think of a black cat. What's the first thing you think of? Don't think of a blue tree. Don't think of a red tree. You can't not think about the thing that you're not supposed to think about without thinking about it. Even if then you want to change and go, no, I want to think of a blue tree. I'm in control, I'm in control. You cannot not think about the first thing that I told you not to think about. It's impossible. Now, we're all aware that the mind and our thoughts influences the chemistry of the body. So there is a mind-body connection there. My job today is to direct and influence your mind so that you feel a chemical reaction, so that you have an experience, so that it changes you better for the future. You're fortunate enough today because I'm not a manipulative bastard that's trying to get you to do something for me. I don't have an agenda other than to serve you and influencing you a way that serves the company, and then they ask me to come back and do more work with you. That's my only agenda for today.